I ain't even hit the record button for your sweatsuit shit.
Damn.
All right, we hit that.
All right, let's get it.
Yo, hold on.
Running back.
Go ahead.
I want to be so rich that all I wear is sweatsuits. Like,
that makes no
like real sweat.
sense.
Like as you can see on camera. I don't know if y'all can see me. Y'all see what's going on. Like, the Nike tech is this not rich behavior. It just look nice. But I want sweatsuits where it's just rich. Like, this nigga got money. Like, that's not a sweatsuit an everyday nigga wear. Like, the one that could potentially catch lint balls and it be nappy. I don't want that. I want the shit where, you know what I'm saying? Like the shit, like you could roll in dirt and the dirt just fall off. Like, no bullshit. Like, I want some shit you could be all types of active in. I don't want to look like I'm going to the gym. I want to look like I'm going to New York Fashion Week in my rich sweatsuit.
So you want to dress like Casanat?
Nah. I'm just saying, I wanna be able to just wear sweatsuits and be comfortable and shit. Like that. You know what I'm saying?
All right, man. Let's get started.
The game is bad, play on. Ain't it bad, play on. Don't worry,
not the Joe Budden.
Might have heard me spitting with
True Jersey City shit. He snapped on that shit though.
I ain't mean to play that. That shit was already played.
You see what niggas' playlists be when nobody can't hear what they listening
Man,
to.
that shit had me in the house rocking though. I ain't gonna hold you.
Which fuck you was watching? You Got Served?
Nah, I was listening to Drop. I was listening to Drop.
Oh shit.
And I was like, yo, for Jersey, I'm going Joe Budden.
All right, that's a fact. That's
you feel me? So that's where we was going.
I know the vibes. Yeah, RP my boy Finesse, man. We back. He's supposed to come. He's supposed to come
I'm
up
like,
here
yo,
too.
what the fuck vibrating?
That shit start wilding. My boy's supposed to come back up here too, man. But in your honor, bro, you know we had to start the episode. This is our first episode of 2025, so you know we had to start off with you, big dog. You know what's going on. Long live Finesse. Long live Lamar. Long live all the people that was in a tragic car accident in December. And shout out to all the families and our deepest condolences from the I Don't Care What You Think podcast.
I lowered it down.
Huh?
I lowered it down, so just give it a second.
No, I thought I could still hear it. That's why I said that.
You got that shit on.
Yeah, that shit fucking me up, son.
Nah, I'm saying like. That shit like phone operated? I ain't back in the building.
All right, here we go, yo. Welcome to the I Don't Care What You Think podcast.
We don't care what you think.
It's your host, Doughboy.
And it's your boy, Ray Spitter.
And we are here, courtesy of Grayscale Studios.
Hey.
You are now in I Don't Care What You Think Studios.
Hey.
You feel me? We're being assisted and accompanied by my boy, Andy.
Hey.
Bars.
Bars is crazy.
So I just want to let everybody know we in the new year. This our first solo episode for the new year. So how everybody was, how everybody New Year was, how everybody January went so far.
Shit straight. I made a couple dollars at work, doing some OT, shit like that. That's about it. New Year's was alright. I think I got drunk like 2 times in January. I ain't gonna lie. I don't need to be getting drunk. Matter of fact, I called this nigga like 80 times on New Year's Eve. He wouldn't answer the phone on FaceTime and man. I'm like, yo, answer the phone. He like, stop calling me. I'm like, yo, answer the phone. He don't like me. He don't like when I call him when I'm drunk. I said, yo, answer the phone. I gotta ask you a real question about the podcast. He like, no, call me tomorrow.
It was that shit. It was that. What about you, Andy, man? How was everything, bro?
Shit, man. New Year's for me, I didn't want to do shit, bro. Because my birthday's on the 23rd, and they already fucked me up that day. So.
Oh, happy belated birthday.
Appreciate you.
The 23rd of January?
23rd of January.
Are you Aquarius?
Nah, I'm a cap.
Damn, you was close though.
That's why I be capping a lot.
Wait, nah, how you not Aquarius?
I'll be camping a lot.
Nah, you is Aquarius.
Nah.
I know somebody born on the 21st. They're Aquarius.
Yeah, but I'm on the 23rd.
He on the 23rd, nigga.
Right over the gap.
No.
The split is on the 22nd, Papa.
Of what? To be a
December. Yeah.
Oh, December 23rd.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant January 23rd.
Nah.
All right, but yeah, happy belated birthday. Damn, I know it was lit for you growing up. Birthday and Christmas?
Nah. That shit sucked. Fucking me.
They used to tell that nigga.
No double gifts?
Nah, they used to tell that
double
nigga.
gifts?
They used to be like,
bro.
They used to be like,
That
Papi.
nigga we're poor. We just get drunk.
They'd be like, Papi.
Papi is crazy.
You want for birthday? You don't get for equipment. you want for equipment?
You stupid. Stupid. Oh,
When G-Pop was in the country, he definitely sound like that.
oh, did you had to like, all right, for your birthday, you just get a birthday cake and all your presents was on Christmas?
I mean, whenever we get that year,
Word.
what we got. That's how life was.
Word. I feel you on
A
that.
small farm in DR, so.
Okay. Oh, you grew up in DR?
Yeah.
Oh shit. How long you been? No man, we ain't no.
It ain't about me. I'm the camera.
Ain't nobody. Yeah. We ain't doing that. Nope.
It's all right, he ain't on camera. We just gonna say that's somebody that can do a good accent.
Facts. That's yeah. Nope.
Me llamo.
With that shit that's going on, I don't want no parts in that shit. That man is crazy. Facts.
The president.
Oh.
I ain't fucking with him. I mean, no. Oh, I ain't say that. I ain't mean, Mr. President. I ain't mean, word, Mr. President. I did not mean. I'm not fucking with you. I was just saying I don't got no. I don't even watch politics for real. So if you seeing this, I ain't say it.
All right, let's get into our first order of business this evening, today, wherever you watching this. So is everybody in here familiar with what's going on with DJ Akademiks?
Shit, wicked. You ain't hear about it?
All right, so we're gonna give you the breakdown, which makes it easier to segue into this. So Akademiks was on Discord. He was on a private Discord, like one of those, so he could talk to his friends. Like he wasn't streaming, none of that shit. They was on Discord with a 15-year-old streamer or whatever. It was a dude or whatever. So
shit sound crazy. If you watch,
It's sounding more and more familiar the more you mention it. I don't want to make assumptions over here,
But I'm breaking it down more. I'm breaking it down more for the people who do not know.
see how comfortable he had to get. He had to move the pillow up too.
We here.
We ain't trying to have that
He better
FBI walk
get,
in here.
he better get his bag.
So what happened was they were on the 15-year-old was on the Discord and they were all joking and gagging him, like fucking with him. Plaque Max is also a streamer. The 15-year-old kid is a moderator in Plaque Max's stream. So Akademiks took it upon themselves to be like, yo, if Plaque Max wanted to fuck you, would you let him? He was
That's
like,
basically what he gonna do right now.
He was like, nah. And he was like, but why not? You always said, he said, what if Plaque be like, you always wanted me to be next to you. Now I could be in you. And he was like, no, I'm not gay. And then he was like, all right, if Plaque Max had a sister, would you fuck her? And he was like, no. And he was like, why? He's like, because Plaque Max got a sister. I'm 15. She 18. That'd be grooming. And he was like, so the fuck I got to do with her? And then he was like, yo, what the fuck I got to do with anything? He said, yo, you said you would suck a dick to keep Plaque Max alive.
Hey, yo, that's
He
crazy.
was like, so if you would suck a dick to keep him alive, why you won't let him fuck you? And then they just kept going with it. Like.
But my thing is, why was that shit, like why was that even brought to attention that he said he'd suck a dick to keep Plaque
all right.
him alive?
I'm going to tell you why.
Max, no disrespect.
Because he said he wouldn't fuck. He wouldn't let Plaque Max have sex with him. So he was like, but when we was fucking with you earlier, we said, would you suck a dick if it the same Plaque Max life? He said yes.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And then Plaque Max reacted to it and was like, no
I'm gonna
hezzy.
just say, bro shouldn't have been on the stream in general. Like, if
Act claimed he didn't know the young dude was streaming. It was a private Discord call, which, no bullshit. Even though we all, you, Andy, being from a different culture, from being from DR, you and your family might crack jokes on your younger siblings or something like that.
facts.
Right? But depending on the joke, you still know the joke wrong. But it's a family joke. Like we're cracking a joke on you. So when Act was trying to throw Bell, he was like, yo, I look at him like a little brother. Like, we messing with our little brothers. Like, oh, you don't get no
you
pussy.
ain't though.
That's what it is,
There's
bro.
still a line.
True.
And that's what I think the biggest problem was. Like, the way we talk when this camera ain't on is not how we gonna talk when this camera come on.
That's
so we could be
fact.
saying some of the wildest shit. Yeah,
That's a fact.
we get each other humor. That's hilarious. But the world don't get that humor. And I get it. He said the young boy didn't know that he was streaming. I mean, he didn't know the young boy was streaming, so he wouldn't have said, you shouldn't have made a joke. He like, I look at him like a brother, but he's not your brother. He's from a whole nother country. You've never met him in your life.
Did the 15-year-old speak out?
15-year-old was wilding on academics, huh? Because the shit that makes it worse, he kept asking them to stop. Like, the more they cracked the jokes, he was like, "Yo, stop, yo, just." And they just kept going.
Yeah, I seen it. Like, I seen when, shout out Chick Smooth. I seen when Chick Smooth posted it. I watched it, but honestly, I don't really care for academics like that. Like, I don't really care to know what's going on with him. Like, I know who he is, and I see his business and all that. And
to be honest, it kind of sounds like clickbait, like kind of.
It sounds like the 15-year-old used it for click, but at the same time, you still got to be mindful of what you're doing, because jokes can be very harmful said to the wrong person. Because I can say just now when we was just talking about your birthday, and I did the whole accent thing, you could be offended by that.
Nah, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, but
that's good though. I ain't gonna lie. I really appreciate people like you to not be offended, because I don't get offended by jokes. Like, you can say whatever you want to me, and I hate when I can't do that to other people. Like, I can't joke with you or whatever, because you can say whatever.
River joke earlier, y'all didn't say anything about that either.
Yeah, facts.
It's funny. It's just like, you know.
I find everything funny. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. The most shit I be laughing at be racist. I'm gonna keep it a bean. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Y'all ain't never laugh at some shit racist?
Go off topic. I'm gonna tell you the joke I said while we still here. I'm gonna go off topic real fast. This white girl was doing stand up.
Yeah.
And she said, racism is passed down generationally. Like, your grandmother was a racist. She taught you. That's how everybody learned racism.
Yeah.
So she was like, even I got a little bit of it in me. You know, I'm wrong. She was like, a black guy was walking towards me. She said, I went to reach for my purse. I knew for a fact he wasn't for sale. They don't do that anymore.
Oh shit!
I was like, son, what?
That's funny as hell, son. Them shits be funny as hell though, bro. But like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I guess my humor is just different. Like, I could take any humor, dark humor, like some off the wall humor type shit. Like, you know how some funny shit happen. You in the room with your friends or some shit, and you look over at your mans, and y'all the only two that get it. It's like, damn, bro, y'all suck.
Yeah, but y'all don't crack jokes like that to niggas that you don't know, like to people you don't know like that. Like let's
they intentionally know that you're saying a joke. Like, that girl got away with it because it's stand up, bro.
Yeah, stand up comedy. Yeah,
facts.
Like
shit on the street.
Yeah, because like when I seen it, when I seen when Ak did it, and when he was explaining to Black Boy Max, and he was like, y'all look at him like a little brother, man. Like, it's just like when you rib your little brother and shit like that. And in my head, I'm like, that ain't your little brother
at all.
Like, you don't know him at all. Like, you meeting him over the internet.
Oh, that's how you met him?
Yeah, they never seen him. Black Boy Max don't even know what he look like. Well, they probably know what he look like, but they never hung out with him.
No bullshit.
He's from another country.
No bullshit. What if he really not 15?
Yo, you ain't making this shit no better.
Clickbait, I'm telling you.
You ain't, y'all niggas, yo.
Yeah, what if he fuck with them? He ain't really not 15 at all. He just want to get academics in trouble. He might be a Kendrick Lamar fan.
What?
He might be a Kendrick Lamar fan, man. He trying to get academics off the internet, man. You know academics, man. You know who academics ride for.
Yo. You just went there?
Hey, man, I'm just saying, we don't know. You just said nobody seen him before.
He can't be a Kendrick Lamar fan because he a diehard Black Boy Max fan. And Black Boy Max said Drake is his goat and he seen him stroke his dick. Swear to God. Shout out to Deleted on YouTube.
That was crazy.
Shout out to Deleted on YouTube because Deleted did the video where he put up all the clips and he was like, academics and his boys all weird. And he was pulling up like Black Boy Max being a weirdo.
That's wild.
Act being a weirdo.
Saying you seen another nigga stroke his
remember when the shit went viral with Drake doing that goofy shit in front of the camera?
Yeah.
When Black Boy Max talked about it, he talked about that shit crazy.
That's wild.
Like, I seen him whacking this big hog.
Big Hawk is ridiculous.
But yeah, shout out to Deleted on YouTube because I just watched the whole.
You ever seen Big Mama when she pulled her bra out? When Big Mama pulled the bra off, whew, man, that's how women must feel when they take their bra off after a long day. Woo, shit. The Akademiks is crazy.
Yo, what the fuck was that? What? What the fuck was that? Yeah.
Man, I had to take the mink off. Had to take the Frank Lucas off.
It never was on you.
It was behind me. It was backing me up.
But nah, I just feel like Son wasn't mindful for what he was going through, and now
No, he wasn't.
Twitch has completely banned him.
Oh, he got kicked off.
He's permanently banned from Twitch.
Damn, can't get people cussing out no more.
Cancel culture.
Motherfucker, he was never competing with Casanat.
Nah, I ain't saying he was. I'm just saying that he could never even like try to get there no more. It's over. He thought he was bigger than the program.
Yeah.
Damn.
He thought he wasn't sponsored. Because the only way to get away with wild shit is to not have any large companies endorse you. If you're a large company funded, you're in trouble.
I wonder if he let us come on off the record right now.
I don't know.
He might as well. Like, he losing all that shit. Then he fighting the other case with the shorty. Bro, just
with the little rape charge and shit.
Bro, damn, you know what's crazy? He ended the year in court. Now he's starting the year on internet court. That's crazy. They firing that. The internet jury is crazy. I say. They fuck you up. They say whatever they want.
Yo, you know what's the crazy thing? That's going to help me segue right into my next topic, right? Media. We media, you media, I'm media,
Facts.
and Andy media today.
Yeah.
Right? So in media, right?
Yeah.
Let's say somebody does something fucked up, and for clickbait, they report it. You know, like recently Joe Budden was sleepwalking butt ass naked in his complex hallway and shit.
Beat the Chargers though.
Yeah,
He just wait,
hold on. He went through that shit. Every media platform under the sun posted it. Posted that he did it.
Facts.
Motherfuckers up there. Oh, Joe Budden's weird. Mind you, he was sleepwalking. Like that's not like Son just wasn't randomly butt ass naked outside wide awake.
Although you would have thought that if you don't know him. Like, nah, fuck that. I ain't trying his shit. I seen it. Nigga, he was butt ass.
I seen it.
Nigga got possessed or something?
Nah, he got
a sleepwalking disorder.
Like sleep apnea or some shit like that. I guess
so.
Like
he'll be sitting right here asleep, and he'll just get up. He's sleepwalking.
Oh shit, that's wild.
Now the neighbor that seen him is on some shit like, nah, that nigga wasn't asleep, bro. I seen it.
Yo, you making it a joke? Hold on.
I seen that nigga eyes wide open. That ain't sleep. Now
Eyes
he
wide
beat the
open is
Chargers.
crazy.
Eyes wide open.
Right? So
It's crazy.
So if I read correctly, he was sleepwalking, and the only reason why they seen it is because he tried to go in their house, like he put the code in, but he thought it was his apartment because he right across.
That's crazy.
So he tried to put the code in, and it ain't work. He turned around, went to the next door, which was his door, put the code in, door opened up, he walked away. But now he going to court. Ain't what the nigga out. Butt ass nigga in the hallway. It's reported everywhere. He gonna lose his studio. His podcast can't come back dead. It's this and this and this. It's motherfuckers is having a field day with Joe Budden name. Mm-hmm. He has to go to court for that shit. Him versus the people. They there, he wins. Joe Budden.
Public nudity or some shit?
I forgot what the charges was.
Didn't they say like? Go ahead. I don't want to say the wrong report.
Yeah.
But he beat the charges. So his studio is back. He back recording in the place he was recording because it happened where he was recording at. He back there. Everything's good. Everything's free. The only person to ever report and talk about him winning was Chig Smooth. That was the only media outlet. Chig Smooth got on Instagram and said something. He said, "Yo, I can't be the only one that's going to report that Joe Budden beat the case, and his name has been cleared of all foul doing."
That's a fact.
But the shit that had me bugging was like, yo, he absolutely right. Because the media, once you're accused, like it used to be, you're innocent until proven guilty. Mm-hmm. Yo, you straight guilty until proven innocent. Mm-hmm.
No, that's a fact.
Like everybody posted it. Like everybody, people I know that don't even follow him or care about him posted it. But nobody has asked me for the update of what happened after the fact. Where he clearly won. Where he clearly went on his podcast, explained what happened and won. There's no report. I think we're the second people other than Chicks More. It's probably other people. But a lot of people don't even bring it up. And that's the problem I have with media, because I get it, the controversy sells, and that's the clickbait. Because, everybody's going to click, oh, you did, Andy was butt-ass naked walking around, and da-da-da-da. That's the clickbait.
And plus, it's the name, too, So,
Facts.
like, a little bit to that topic, if it was just some regular Joe on the street doing that shit, nigga, you can see that shit in New York every day. You feel me?
Facts.
The fact that he's famous,
Oh yeah, once you famous, that famous
But
tag
also becomes an opportunity to most people.
That's a fact.
But now I look at it like this, right? Now, let's say that happens. And Andy, you's a big name, or Ray is a big name.
Yeah.
We report it. You did some wild shit. We report it. But we don't report the outcome. Like, they clear Andy and Ray name. They good on all charges. It was no foul play, no harm done. It was completely an accident. It was a real sleepwalking incident. We don't report that. Y'all understand the media game.
Facts.
Now we don't have a relationship no more. Because now I can't call neither one of y'all niggas and be like, hey, y'all want to come on my platform? Because y'all going to feel like, yo, the same way you screamed my name for the negative, which I understand you did for your business.
Yeah.
You could have at least just been like, yo, my boy Andy was clear of all charges. That'll keep our relationship tight. But now I can't feel no type of way if you start looking at me like, yo, you just like the rest of them niggas.
That's what people want the shade room to do. They want the shade room to post both results.
That's
but the
it.
shade room don't do that. The shade room bring it. No, man.
Go ahead. The shade room do what?
The shade room brings down the black community more than it uplifts it.
And why do you feel that way, sir?
Because they only report negative. Negative shit. That's it.
They report positive.
They do.
Whenever a woman do something good.
No, that's a fact.
All right.
And they only, look, no bullshit. They only post when niggas die. Not niggas. They only post when people die. No bullshit. I ain't never seen them post DJ Unk. I get it, posting him, rest in peace. Matter of fact, rest in peace, DJ Unk. That's what we should have started with. Now walk it out. But anyway.
I didn't even know he died.
Yeah, DJ Unk died.
DJ Unk died.
Word. Losing all the hit makers, man. Rest in peace, Huey, all of them. But anyway, yeah. They only post shit like that. Like they only post when you die or when something negative happened. But and even the comments say, damn, y'all ain't never post bro music before. Even when it's young artists, like when like G Herbo and them was going through whatever he's going through, they post that shit all down the line. They ain't never post that nigga music. Ever. They don't post that nigga music. But yeah, Shade Room is horrible.
I'm not gonna say it's horrible, but for the topic that we're talking about,
yeah,
they
for
do,
that
they
part,
do go on the list.
They post other shit too. Obviously, I ain't trying to like tarnish their brand or nothing, but a lot of negative stuff is posted like fast.
And I'm gonna say this again because I mean what I say. I understand that it's a business, and the thing is to put the eyeballs on you. So I know why y'all reporting this, but
just post the aftermath.
But for an example, Andy, what's an artist that you're a big fan of? Anything, it could be a Spanish artist, it don't matter. What's an artist you're a fan of?
Let's go with Bad Bunny.
All right, damn, that's my nigga. Never mind.
Fuck with Bad Bunny.
I know everything about Bad Bunny, so I can't even use him. Name someone else.
He's the dude. Somebody else? Oh.
Yeah.
Let me see. Fucking Romeo Santos.
Okay, I know who it is though, but I don't follow him at all. Don't follow him on nothing. Don't Google his name. Don't look him up or nothing. Let's say some bullshit happened with him.
All right.
Everybody's gonna post it.
Facts.
I don't follow him. I don't Google him. I don't look it up. I know some bullshit happened because you reposted it. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shouldn't you repost the outcome? like I don't. Like, that's the thing. Like some of these people get introduced to these people through the bullshit. Mm-hmm. So how about you let them know? Oh, yo, those was false accusations.
Nah, because I don't want that. Because that means like that impact that they created from that negativity is gonna fade away. People are gonna be like, oh, it was just an accident. Oh, it was this and that. Like people are driven into the chaos. And I was actually trying to search up this entire time this one video that I saw. I can't find the name of it, but you guys let me know if you remember it. White dude that did the talk show, and it was always like some beef going on. He was like the first one that ever did it.
Jay Springer?
Jay Springer, there you go. Yeah, Jay Springer.
Damn.
So that shit, it started a snowball effect when it came to the media. And they're the first ones who did all of that shit. They're the first ones who had people literally riled up, come up on stage, tell their stories, and expect them to do some wild shit. And they would train them for that reason, just because it hit numbers.
Yeah, I think it's on. I think.
I don't see the red light. That's why I asked that.
Think it's on.
All right, we good then. My bad. I ain't mean to interrupt you.
Yeah, we straight. Right on.
Jay Springer started that shit, and they talked
RP,
about
my boy.
it, where a lot of people at first gave it some negative thoughts, especially the media, like the people that were controlling the media with cable companies back in the day, and how they were saying, you know, like it's stupid, it's ridiculous, it's inappropriate, people throwing titties in the screens and shit like that, like it's live television. So like that's the old genre, like the old folks basically removing themselves from the media, and that's when we started coming in. Even though Jay Springer is one of the older heads and everything, but he's the first one who inspired the younger community to do all that wild shit.
No, that's a fact. And Jerry a demon. He was doing that shit when niggas like we supposed to be in school.
The reality behind it is that he was actually a really good guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he was.
He just let whatever happened on the show happen.
Fun fact: did any of y'all, since we here in the media space, Jay Springer has a documentary on Netflix.
I ain't watching.
That's the one I was trying to find. That's the one I was trying to find. That's the one I was watching.
Oh, word? It's good?
All that shit is real.
Yeah, all that shit is real.
When they was fighting and
The
shit?
Jerry Springer show is real.
Oh, it's not like Maury.
No, those stories are real. The only thing they did was rehearse them into telling it dramatically. So like
the producers that would be putting together the shows and shit, they would literally sit in their office days and days at a time waiting on their phone for people to call them in with their story. Once they approve the story, they go to the director approves the story, they get them flown in, they treat them nice, like they get a limo for them and everything. Once they're in the show, they get them drunk as fuck the night before, so they're a little disoriented, and then they wake them up next day in the morning, like riling them up and like, oh, this motherfucker cheated on you. You're just gonna take that shit.
Yeah,
from them. Like,
and then they go out there and tell a story on 10.
Yeah,
shit.
all
But
that shit is real.
But they get the battery put in their back. So like your shorty called me and be like, yeah, yo, you cheating on me. Da, 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 da. When we get y'all to the city, once they get her drunk, the next day when she get up, she come tell a story and I antagonize her.
Damn.
Right before she about to walk on stage. So they be like, yo, you got 5 minutes. I'm in the back telling her, smack that motherfucker. Don't let that nigga just da-da-da-da. And then she go out there and be like, motherfucker. Da-da. I made it that mad. But the story is real. I just made it mad. And now you're not, only one of y'all do it. You're naturally reacting to it. So she just hit the stage and just punch you. Boom. You're like, bitch, what the fuck? But one of y'all had to be the one to get riled up. So they tried both of y'all and they be like, yo, that shit ain't working with Ray. All right, his girl riled up. So as soon as she riled up, they be like, 3, 2, he on the stage, go out there and get his ass. So they'll talk to you because you the calm one. So you'll be on stage like, yeah, man, she called me cheating a couple of times. Da, 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 da. We showing her the footage like, look at him, he don't even get fucked. Look at him on stage. And she in the back like, I'm
Look at that niggas on that.
Yeah, that's crazy. I'm gonna watch that shit tonight.
Yeah, but the stories was like 100% real.
That's a piece of my boy Jerry Springer.
And because of that shit beat
They can't
Oprah
make me hate
numbers,
you.
bro. And that was insane. That shit beat Oprah numbers. Just beat that.
Yeah.
Damn.
And the only reason why Jerry did the show, because Jerry wanted to be a politician.
Yeah.
Only reason why he did the show is because they thought it wouldn't work. Jerry's one of those people. So if Jerry come in here and be like, y'all want to do a podcast? He's like, man, don't nobody want to watch that shit. He gonna do the podcast.
Damn.
But if you tell him like, yeah, it might work, he'll be like, I don't know. So because they doubted him, he was with whatever. Like, yo, let's do it. And they was like, yo, show more of your personality, because they was like, his shit was real talk showy. And then they was like, yo, just turn that shit up. They had the crowd do the Jerry, like they changed everything.
Damn.
Yeah. But the people was real. Like he
What's
used to
some
go.
of your favorite talk shows back in the day?
I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm still like 28 years old, dog. We didn't have no talk shows in DR, man. Like we were still in the Stone Age when I was out there. You know what I mean? We had like the first 10 episodes of SpongeBob.
That's it?
That's it.
I ain't gonna lie, them some classics though. Them first 10 was some good ones.
Yeah, nigga, that shit gets tired after a while though. You know what I mean?
Y'all ain't had Telemundo? Or that was something they just gave the US?
Nah, bro. It was
Well, y'all
just,
wouldn't need Telemundo, right?
News
Yeah,
and like
that's-
Spanish media. At least when I was growing up. Now it's more normalized that they have more shit like cartoons, more like anime, more like talk shows, podcasts. Like a lot of shit is just more normalized because it's in the internet, and the internet is accessible literally anywhere as long as you have a phone.
That's fine.
All right,
I fuck with Ricky Lake. I just wanted to throw Ricky Lake out there.
relay my nigga.
Yeah, I fuck
All right, but I got a question for you, right? You 28, right?
Yeah,
You will say you're not easily offended.
not at all.
All right. Have you ever been offended?
Yeah.
Was it directed towards you being Spanish?
Yeah.
Like what happened?
All right, so I'm gonna tell y'all a story. Y'all know, I think I told you last time I was in the Marines back in the day, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So after the Marines, I started like working in retail and stuff, and I was working in T-Mobile in Woodbridge Mall. And I remember one day there was this one white lady that came in, and me, you know, I was just a workhorse, you know what I mean? Like I try to get every client possible. So I went up to her, talked to him, whatever, and she was just like, "Oh no, I'm gonna talk to him," and I didn't think anything of it. Like my other colleague that was there, his name is Joe. He was like a white guy. Hope he's doing all right. Shout out to Joe.
All right, well, shout out Big Joe.
Big Joe.
So, you know, she goes to him, she starts talking to him, and I just think like, oh, maybe she just has a connection with him already, and you know, he's just gonna take care of her. So whatever.
Yeah.
Then these two Spanish ladies came in, and one thing about like being Hispanic is you can tell when somebody else is Hispanic. So
Right.
I'm just like straight off the ribs, just talking to Spanish and shit to them. And then this old white lady turned around and was like, "You shouldn't be speaking that around here." And I'm like, "Fuck you mean?"
Yo, I was not ready for the
Oh shit! That nigga said, "Fuck you, me."
Nah, bro, that switch is instant. You know what I mean? It's a
Oh
0
my
to 100.
God,
you
bro.
You cannot tell
What
me that,
the
especially
fuck,
after I
yo?
served in this bitch. You know what I mean? Like,
What the-
you cannot
fuck?
tell me what I could or could not.
Yo,
be speaking. I ain't
fuck
the
you
one.
mean though?
Fuck you
Killed
mean.
me. So you,
Fuck you, man.
You killed the what the fuck you mean? Like that's yo, that shit was so fast. It was like what?
And I didn't give a fuck that she was an old lady or nothing, bro. I told that bitch off. I didn't give a fuck, bro.
Oh shit. Yeah, that was fast. You quick on your feet with that one. Fuck you mean?
Fuck you, me.
So after she said that, like after you said that to her, what she say?
She's saying that in this country we speak English, and I'm like, what makes
Oh,
you?
she was
what gives you the
wild.
right
Oh
to
my
say
God,
that?
right.
And she said that she's a fucking elementary school teacher for disabled kids, and I told her, I'm a veteran who served this country. What the fuck have you contributed to this bitch? Like straight up, you can't tell
damn.
people what to say or what to not say when you have not contributed shit to this community outside of just being a teacher. Have you like raised fundraisers? Have you defended this country in any kind of way? Have you worked in like a community? You know what I mean? Like you did shit. You
Yeah.
just did a job that you signed up to, and now you're telling people what to say or what to not say. You sound like a bitch, straight up.
Damn.
So did she apologize?
Not at all, and I don't give a fuck.
Did she believe that you served this country?
I don't care if she did or didn't. That's
Now,
not my
I
They
know
did.
you was on
So-
set,
so-
but you know what I'm saying, because she trying to violate you. Like, oh, we don't talk like that in this country, but you put your life on the line for the country.
exactly.
So it's like, yo, you know how crazy you sound. Like,
Yeah.
I could have died behind this country.
Yeah.
So clearly you don't work there no more. What was the aftermath after that situation?
After that situation, I mean, I was just like taken out of the store. My manager saw the whole thing, and she's
Yeah.
just like, "Let's walk off. You know, have a cigarette real quick, and you know, just chill out." So you know, I chilled out, came back. She was gone. You know, next day, and that's just people, though. You know what I mean? And
That's a fact.
It's what you sign up for when you work in retail, dog.
Oh, for sure. Well, when you deal with customers, period. Yeah, that's just
Fuck
you might
retail,
run.
though. Ain't never going back.
I ain't mad at you for that shit. Damn, that was funny. So fuck you, me. That was
Fuck you
funny
mean?
as hell.
Yeah. Man.
Now I always ask that because I know black people are easily offended.
I don't know why. I don't know
This
why.
nigga don't even be letting me finish.
My bad, you
Yeah,
right.
nah, go ahead.
No, I'm just saying I don't know why they be so easily offended. We can literally adapt to anything. Literally. Like we can make a joke out of anything. We can make fun out of anything. We can make sad out of anything. I don't what the fuck y'all be offended at? Like the shit that be pissing me off, they be like, y'all invite everybody to the cookout. Y'all not even invited to the cookout. Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, yo, sometimes that shit be
I
pissing
so
me off.
alright.
son.
I
Like,
so alright.
what the, that shit be killing me sometimes because they be like, it'd be a little white boy dancing. Like the dude Hank, the country singing dude, little kid. He probably a little grown now, but when he first went viral going on,
that little nigga that was like singing in Walmart and
shit. He went viral for singing in Walmart. They was like, oh, Hank invited to the cookout. Somebody comment, y'all invite everybody to the cookout. You're not invited to the cookout. You hating. The fuck is you hating for? Yo, we hate on us. We hate on them. We hate on everybody the fuck else. There's always something with us. Like, I love my black people, don't get me wrong. And I love all races who love me. Like, if you don't love me, fuck you. I ain't gonna hold you. But if you love me, I love you back. I might not be able to express it to you because I might not know you love me or I might not know you. But, yeah, black people be wilding sometimes. But I love my niggas, though. Straight up, bro. Niggas be wilding, but I love them, though.
If you love them back, call 1-800-277.
Exactly.
Limited time offer.
277. 277. We in the building. 277.
Trying, bro.
You feel me? And that joke was an alley-oop by accident.
Shit.
Niggas, they don't even
Facts.
know why we find that shit so funny.
That's hilarious, huh?
Ray from 277. Ray from 277.
Y'all funny as fuck, man.
Ray is from 277.
What's that mean?
It's like the area I grew
It's
up
the
in.
area. This is area.
Yeah, like I was born and raised down here, like where we filming at.
And they be saying they from 277. That's what he said, called 1-800-277. That's
Yeah,
why
that
it's
was
funny.
funny. It was like,
because you don't even know that line up to win that shit. That's why I was like 277. 277.
Oh shit.
277.
But real talk though, like I'm not bullshitting, but it's it's certain shit, like you said, in certain conversations you can have on camera, and certain conversations you can't. I could say all that shit because I don't give a fuck, but that can be a deeper conversation, and that shit I'm not saying on camera.
I mean, I think personally, you can say whatever the fuck you want on camera. Just be ready for the consequences.
Facts.
And people don't be ready for that shit at all.
Facts.
Yeah,
Facts.
You know what I mean? Like freedom of speech is a thing, and
Facts.
God bless this country for that shit. But people are just haters too at the same time.
Hating motherfuckers. I swear to God, bro. I like to see people win. I don't care what you winning at. I just like to see niggas win. But some people don't like to see niggas win. It's because you ever been winning at something? No, you showed, yo, I just didn't. So, damn, bro, like you ain't happy? Like they be like, you be like, yeah, bro, I just got my biggest guess. Oh, how you get that little guess? Damn, bro.
It's the little for me.
It's like, damn, bro, like
it's like right now.
Reflecting much?
you feel me?
Like the first time we met Andy. I said, yo, I really fuck with Andy. Can't pay him. But I was like, yo, I really fuck with Andy. Now, man, I need that on camera. So I was like, yeah, I can't. I said, yo, I really fuck with Andy. I said, yo, when we financially change that shit, I want to bring Andy on the team.
Yeah.
But then Andy could go home to whoever Andy go home to, whoever his friend is, and be like, yo, I was working with these podcast niggas.
They ain't Joe Budden.
But
I
mind you,
definitely talk a lot of shit about y'all after. I'm kidding.
oh no, you straight. Yeah, do you think?
Nah, I fuck with you.
Nah, because no, what I'm saying is like you could go home and be like, because like as we here, you're here, but you get paid to be here. It might not be from us, but you get paid to be here to oversee whatever's going on.
Yeah.
Like, but my thing is this: like, you might be excited and go home like, yo, I'm working with this podcast. These dudes is cool. And then somebody receiving your information, you happy, but they like, man, whatever. And it's like, damn, son, you not happy for me? Like that's the shit people
But
do. That's crazy.
If he'd have been like, yo, I just took pictures for Joe Budden. I was all out of the studio and all that. Oh, word, take me next time. Damn, bro, I just told you I was working with these up and comers and you didn't give a fuck. You don't care about it.
You know what? That's a whole conversation I could actually get into too. So the camera community is, me personally, I believe it's a little bit of a toxic community, right? So it's like,
I heard that.
you know, like everybody's trying to come up in their own ways. Everybody's trying to make a name for themselves. And for the most part, what sucks about it is that you got to do it on your own, first and foremost. People don't start believing in you until you start making it.
I want to ask you a question. I ain't trying to get into your finances and nothing with the camera shit. How do you feel about pricing?
Pricing?
Yeah, like pricing for your work and...
I feel like it's just because you got to take into account the amount of equipment that we have, like the how much it costs to get all the equipment to get the results that you're looking for, experience, how busy we are, you know, because deliverables is also a big thing. How long it takes to edit, how it comes out to your liking. You know, like that's why I say you can work with freelancers, you can work with companies. It just depends on like who you want, because if they're getting you the results you're looking for the price that you're comfortable with for your company, then that's it. If you're looking for more, yeah, shit costs more when you want more.
Right.
You know, quality costs.
What's the base you think a photographer or videographer should start out with? Like if say it was a mirror, it was a photographer, another photographer, but he's you, literally you. Like how, like the equipment, shit like that. What would you think the base should be for like somebody that's at your caliber right now?
So somebody like starting out to get to the caliber where I'm at?
Yeah.
Okay, I mean, I would say definitely do a lot of research into just like the equipment that you have. You know, that's a conversation we have a lot over here between ourselves too, you know. So like I've done a lot of research. My first year in business, it was a long learning experience, I'll tell you. Because, you know, I had to learn everything that was working. So in business, you don't want to necessarily like reinvent the wheel. You don't want to be like completely different. There's a lot of similarities in when it comes to like structuring a business, whether it's media or anything else, but everybody does it in a specific way. So my learning curve was that, like, how do I make it into the media business? And making it into a business and obviously loving what I do is different, because back then I was just shooting for fun. And there was no consequence to it. I was just shooting whatever I wanted. Now I have to plan for things. Now I have to, like, you know, take into account what the client's needs are and deliver that. Okay. So, you know, do your research on equipment, do your research on what's fair in pricing, what works with you. Because in the end of the day, we got to pay bills. You feel me?
Fact.
And all this shit costs money. You got to pay to play.
Facts.
And that's the truth. And I believe that's with any business. But with the camera business, it's big time. You got to pay to play.
You ever had any bad experience? Like with with a client?
People with false expectations, I think, is like the biggest ones. And that's very crucial when it comes to like communicating with the client, ensuring that they understand what the deliverables are and what the expectations are. You know, like don't just do shit on the fly and expect to have great results. Plan them. You know, and that was more of an experience for myself, even though the client was shit. Yeah, that was more of an experience for myself.
Sure, this nigga is hilarious. You need to get on a stand-up stage. You heard how fast he said that shit? He said, even though the client was shit, but yeah. I'll laugh at you if you was on a comedy stage. I ain't gonna lie.
Because it's like regular people, you know, the regular market, and this is just the typical Joes you meet on the street, you know, like the ladies, the men, whatever it can be. You know, people sometimes are difficult, people sometimes are easygoing. Everybody is just different based on their own individual experiences of their life. But, you know, some people are just pieces of shit and some people just aren't.
That's a fact.
You know?
I feel you on that.
So, I mean, at the end of the day, a client is a client. And a lot of people would say, like, oh, be selective about your clients, but nigga, when you gotta pay the bills, you gotta
get that shit done
first.
Word.
So avoiding all negativity with those clients by just simply setting the right expectations with them and letting them know that this is exactly what you're getting. Contracts are fucking important every single time, whether it's a friend, whether it's a fucking actual client, it don't matter. Set the expectation, because it's gonna be a pain in the ass later on when they're asking you for more. Facts. And, you know, like, you didn't give them that expectation.
Is everything, like, client-based to you? Like you said, friends and stuff like that? Like,
yeah, when it comes to this business, man, it's 80% customer service, 20% camera work. And the reason why I say that is because if you're in this business, you should know how to work a camera already. You know what I mean? So that should be the easy part. The hard part is just the client management.
Yeah, that's deep.
You know?
That's deep.
You got to network. You got to, you know, do what you got to do to grow the business.
That's deep. I ain't gonna lie. What else? How you feel about I'm trying to get the question right. How you feel about, like, have you ever had a client you believed in, like they came to you, they was like, yo, I want you to do something for me, and you was like, damn, I believe in you.
Yeah, I mean, my most frequent experiences like that would be like for Sweet 16 clients. So like the thing about Sweet 16 nowadays in these last couple of years is that it's been published as this extravaganza thing that every girl should do. And by all means, yes, I do believe that they should all have it because traditionally it's like the transition of when a girl turns into a woman, and you know, it's a big part of their life. Personally, outside of like when they get married, that's a big point in a female's life. It's just 316, and I would love for everybody to get, you know, what they're looking for. I would love for people to be happy,
Right.
knowing that those moments, you know, went well, they were happy, and that they can remember it forever with quality results. So when people, you know, sometimes come to me, you know, they tell me like, yeah, they want to do something special for their daughter, and you meet their daughter, there's just like this little sweetheart. She's kind, she's funny, and everything. And you know, I see it like that. You know, if I see that it's a good girl, parents are just trying to give them something special because they deserve it. By all means, yeah, I'll give you a discount. Like, I help you guys out. We can negotiate and shit. You know, like work with the clients because not everybody has it, but everybody wants to do something special. And if it's within your time, then yeah, I mean, that's an extra buck that you didn't have yesterday.
That's a fact. That's a fact. And what's your favorite part about doing what you do with the camera?
Just making people happy with it, man. You know
Oh, y'all say that shit, man.
Making people
Everybody with a camera say that
Man,
shit.
he said
man.
it all smooth, just making people happy, you know.
Everybody with a camera say that shit, man.
My philosophy is one day I'm gonna die. You feel me?
Word.
That's the truth. One day I'm gonna die. Is how I'm gonna remember. Is what's gonna matter the most. You know?
That's
So
dope.
It's like, to me, it's not always about the money. As long as my bills are paid, I'm good. My shorty good. Like, we're all good.
I feel you.
But like outside of that, you know, did I do a good job? Did I make those people happy? Did I leave an impact in their life?
Yeah.
Yeah. To some people, they might just think like it's an event photo or something like that. But me, I try to make everything special to them. You know,
That's
try
dope.
to give them something that they're always gonna remember. Because now I'm a part of their lives too. And when I die, that's gonna be, you know, with them.
Yeah. So what's the best feedback you ever got? Because since you like to make your clients happy and stuff.
Best feedback is just having the right attitude. Because at the end of the day, it's just a business. You know what I mean?
Fact.
So don't get negative or people don't want to work.
No, I'm saying like, what's the best feedback you got? Like somebody was like, I really love this work.
Oh.
I really love what Andy did.
I'm a shout back to this one client of mine. It's one of my favorite girls. Her name is Jenna. She just recently got engaged last year.
Right.
Shout out to Jenna.
Shout out Jenna.
So best feedback I got ever was from her because, you know, she was just that client that completely believed in my ability. And, you know, she saw my work. She saw what I could do. And she said that, hey, you know, we're going to do a couple photos, like just couple portraits. And I'm thinking it's just like all nice and normal like that, but then, you know, her man's decided to propose, and that was the opportunity, so that's why he wanted to hire me.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's funny.
You know, and they just wanted to make it really special, so they were really sweet people, and they're coming from Alabama and shit. They
To
wanted
Jersey?
something nice. Yeah, to New York.
Okay.
She's originally from New York. The
Okay.
man was from Alabama. And they came here and they just literally gave me free range of whatever the hell I wanted to do. She said,
Oh, wow.
we have no location in mind. We have no interest on what we want. I want you to just completely give us what you can do. And I just went crazy on that engagement session, dog. Like, I was doing some mad creative shit. Like reflective shots where they were like in two different positions, shutter drag shots in between the train stations, you know, like nice,
fire.
authentic shit like that.
That's dope. How much equipment is enough equipment for you? Like I know you got your
Depends on what you do.
thing over there. Okay.
It depends on
Like
what you
I'm
do.
saying, like you just said you did all that stuff. That's all in that? Like that's all right there? And the thing that right there, the little suitcase. That's all in that?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I got more. But
Damn.
That's some of my equipment.
Damn.
Yeah.
My bad. I'm taking up all these questions. I'm probably asking mad questions and shit. What's like, cause like, I know like every different craft and media has different budgets. What's a starting budget for a cameraman, a photographer, videographer?
It all comes down to what market you want to hit. You know what I mean? So like what's suggested the most when it comes to camera work, if you're just starting out, try weddings. And the reason why I say that is because it's the most flexible form of photography you can try out, and it'll give you experience for everything. You know, like in the start
just
of
did a
the
baby
day,
shower
when
myself.
you're taking the detail shots, that's product photography.
Oh yeah, I just
Formal
did the baby
pictures,
shower.
That's portrait photography. You know what I mean?
Word.
There's a lot of different forms and styles being placed into a wedding, and I feel like weddings just give you that experience, and it'll tell you like, all right, maybe I do like just product photography when I was taking the product and like the detail photos for the couples and stuff, and they came out nice.
Oh, word.
You want
That's
to get
dope.
into that. You want to invest into what you're gonna do.
That's dope.
You know?
That's fine. Yeah, I just did a baby shower myself. You know,
Yeah.
I'm
He's
open.
putting that out there. Do you
I'm
notice he
open.
repeated that shit
I'm open.
3 times.
I'm open for bookings. I'm just throwing that out.
It was my baby shower.
I'm just throwing that out there
word?
for anybody.
Yeah.
I'm just
Thank you.
Babies are
this
blessed.
camera on me.
Yeah, Andy, you cost too much money when I hit you up.
I'm screaming. This camera on me. I'm just throwing it out there. I'm available for bookings. I ain't
This
that.
camera on me?
I'm not that expensive.
You gotta say it like R. Kelly. Which one is it? Is this camera on me?
Call now 1-800-277.
Hey, 1-800-277.
Just letting y'all know,
On the
man.
set. I mean, rest in peace, shout out to Big John, you feel what I'm saying? I mean,
Hey,
shout out to Nunu, man. Shout out to the rest of them. I mean, we pistol hard over here, man.
Yeah, you stupid. Yeah, man, I'm available for bookings. I ain't got no price yet. Just hit me up. Let me know your budget, and we can go from there. You know or something.
That's what's up. That's smart too. So like, it's always smart to have like a set price for what you want to do, but it's also okay to be open to people's budgets because you could just interchange the deliverables to what you can make it to be. So like, when people tell me they cannot pay for like, let's say one of my wedding packages is $3,500, right?
Damn.
And they can't pay for that. What I do is like, yeah, I'll try to give you a small discount first. If you can't pay for that with everything that's included, I'm going to start eliminating shit from the package. You know what I mean? Like shit that I offer. So like maybe we went from 400 photos to 200 photos and you're comfortable with just having 200 edited photos. You know, like the price is going to go down because that's also less work for me.
Right.
So, you know, do it like that. If people's budget is lower or higher, depending what it could be, just offer catering to that and knowing how long it takes you to edit those photos, how long it takes you to work on that, like the pricing for everything. You know, you got to make a list.
That's
and
a fact.
Know how much to charge.
That's what
I've been waiting for you to say that. All right, so my next event, I just need 7 photos edited. That's it.
7 photos
for 4 hours.
For 4 hours, you're fucking bugging. What the fuck am I gonna do? The fuck am I gonna do for 4 hours the whole time? Just wait?
Nigga took 400 pictures. He got to go through 400 pictures to get 7.
Best believe you ain't getting the rest.
Hey, yo,
just cause.
Ryan. Just cause. Nah, I feel you on that.
Hey, yo, fuck yo. All right, look, man, we got a topic.
Your phone under the pillow.
All right, my bad. I had to find my cellular device.
I'm screaming.
So Ray Spitter wanted to talk about something very, very in particular. I'm going to the post right now. So
you know niggas done upgraded. Nigga got notes.
Nigga got notes, man.
Nigga ain't never had no notes.
All right,
when we sitting on them chairs in that church.
So
shout out to church, man. Oh man.
All right, the New Jersey.
Hit us with the bars.
The New Jersey. Fuck y'all. The New Jersey One hip hop Instagram page.
Yeah, that was wild.
You know,
first before you even say all that, first of all, shout out to you. Like this is just our opinion on this. We already spoke, but I gotta say it for my people, and I gotta let I don't care what you know. The fuck. I don't care what you think. Podcast network fans and community know how we feel. You know what I'm saying? Get them some insights on this topic that was brought to attention.
They made a post that said, "I can't believe there is no podcast focused on Jersey hip hop scene. That's crazy. If anyone wants to collab on curating one with us, we have access to plenty in the scene. Let's work. I can't do everything, and everybody can't be a rapper. So
that's cap though. That's cap though.
It's crazy.
They ain't the only ones. Maybe the other ones just are not as out there as the other ones. You know what I mean? People are always gonna try to search for the best, and that's probably why he's just up there. You know?
He said there is none.
There's none.
That's cap.
Zero.
That's cap. I might not know the names on top of my head, but I know for a fact that's cap.
Very much cap.
So people started tagging or whatever, and then he proceeded, like they tag us. Other platforms.
What the comments say? Did the people like actually tag other companies that do that?
Yeah, it was a lot of podcast. It was a lot of podcasts tagging podcasts.
Yeah,
and whoever, I don't know who run that page, but that page was saying, "Yo, it's crazy."
It said,
no artist.
The person said the podcasters are saying they are the podcast. I'm looking for, but the artists are saying we need one.
I don't know no artists that say that. I'm gonna just be honest. Most of you artists out there, y'all don't answer y'all DM. That's one. And I'm not just speaking for my podcast that I'm a part of. I'm speaking for all podcasts in New Jersey. Y'all, let's be honest. Y'all want to go where it's more popular. I understand that. I do totally understand that. I don't know how you overlook what's already in front of you. I don't understand that. Like, let's just be honest.
Everything's a stepping stone, man.
No, I get that, but I don't understand.
But I
like,
get your point.
We've interviewed people. We've literally interviewed people who've been at people we want to interview, literally. And we didn't interview them people, but we reached out to them people and they didn't get interviewed. Not saying it's not going to happen in the future, but I'm just saying that's an example. But what that guy is saying about there's no podcast is ridiculous. It's over 100 podcasts in New Jersey. Yeah. I personally, alone, word. I personally felt like he was speaking for a section of Jersey. We're northern. I believe he speaks about South Jersey, and that's fine.
Yeah, but the South Jersey is basically another fucking Mississippi.
Exactly. But
you know what I mean?
I would rather you say
do with them crackers down there. No offense.
I would rather no offense. I'm with you. I would rather you say I'm trying to bring South Jersey to North Jersey. North Jersey doesn't say South Jersey. I would rather you say that than to say there's no podcast, because that means you are not watching not one podcast. It's not one podcast you watch, because every podcast I know from New Jersey shouts out Jersey artists.
And that's crazy that he's even able to say that, because it's like, if you're in the business of podcasting and you're shouting that out, then how do you network with other businesses? How do you connect with others?
He's not even a podcaster. Like, that page is not a pod. That's just a page that.
It's a page that shines light on artists from the state of New Jersey.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so like if you was an artist, if you was an artist, you can get paid for them to post them.
Like publicity.
Yeah. So when he posted it, he was like, "Yo, where are the podcasters at?"
Yeah.
He was like, "That's crazy that there are none." The question is, it ain't that it's crazy that there are none. There are some. It's crazy, just like Ray said. Ray believes he's talking about his section of New Jersey, which is South Jersey. Then just say that.
Then just clarify that. You know?
Because now, like, then when he came back with the comment, he was like, "Yo, podcasters are telling me that they're the podcast."
Yeah.
Yeah, because they the ones who feel offended. You're not talking to artists. You're talking to media platforms. That's like going, it's crazy. It ain't no photographers that want to take pictures from New Jersey about New Jersey.
That's a fucking cap and a half.
But I'm saying, if you say some shit like that, you're gonna get photographers.
Yeah,
that say something to you.
You're gonna get who you.
I'm not gonna go up there and be like, "Yeah, man, what the photographers?" I'm not gonna do that.
Maybe it's just clickbait again.
It had to be. I feel like it was.
We spoke, like I said, like, I hit him in the DM and I was telling him, like, "Yo, that's wrong. Like, that's really wrong." And he was like, "Nah, it's other people that feel like this. Is not just me." And I was like, that artist is misinformed. I don't even know that artist. Like, not to even be funny, but we interview up-and-comers, legends, people that got a buzz already, whoever. If you can get in contact with us or we can get in contact with you, somehow we will set it up. But don't say it's no podcast out here, because that's, like somebody told him, that's crazy to say that. It's like a distasteful thing to say, because there's people out here that's really putting in work. We only put on Jersey. We may have some out-of-towners that do interviews or come do interviews, but it's not rare, but we are open to it. It is.
We could count on one hand how many out-of-towners that been on this platform.
Yeah, you're right. I try to make it sound like something.
Shut the fuck up, man. Shut the fuck up. But nah, it's just I felt like I never took it as disrespect. I never took it as slander.
Yeah, me neither.
Know what I mean? But I just took it as like, yo, that's crazy. Like, it's our platform. He highlighted the on the spot platform. It's cool. But it's our platform. It's Ayo Chill. It's
Next Flight Out.
It's Next Flight Out. The Arena Podcast. Spill the Gems. These are a bunch of New Jersey platforms
Godcast
that put on the Godcast, and the Godcast do it for the Hispanics.
Facts.
Shout out to them too.
Godcast got the Godcast got mad Spanish up here. I ain't even know there many damn Spanish people in this area.
Got Real Ninja Activities. That's a new up-and-coming podcast.
Ooh. You had to shout that out, did you?
Had to shout my boy out.
Shout him out. Point to the camera. Tell him his name.
Real Ninja Activities, man. Y'all make sure y'all go tap in. Actually, that was the last podcast my bro Finesse did, so y'all should go watch that interview. He dropped a lot of gems on that podcast.
I don't care what you think.
Yeah, it's mad podcasts out here, man.
Nah. Say your man shit, yo.
Oh.
How you gonna bring up the real ninja shit? The From the Mud, the Thug
Oh
Cat.
my God. Shout out Big Bro Nero, man. Nero CKP, the Thug Cast, man. Y'all should go check that out too. Word. Like I said, it's a lot of podcasts out here. It's a lot. It's some podcasts I've been trying to come up on. I've been getting shout out B-Dub. What's the name? Shout out B-Dub.
B-Dub Bro Talk.
Bro Talk, yeah. Shout out B-Dub Bro Talk. I was supposed to come up there, but you ain't never get back to me. You got Union and Jackson. You got I could keep going because I be knowing these niggas.
It's just a lot.
Yeah, it's so many I can't name on the top of my head, but y'all know who y'all is. Beers and Bottles, can't forget y'all. We said on them. Yeah, for real. Ayo, chill.
He said it ain't nothing.
Yeah, it ain't nothing. My bad.
He said
I'm
it ain't
naming
nothing.
invisible people.
Yeah, you naming people. you naming people that don't exist.
Facts. I'm naming invisible people. That I'm not gonna lie. Like I told you, that was one I was surprised that he didn't even name. Was Beers and Bottles. That was kind of crazy.
Remember, he said it has to fully be 100%
Jersey.
about New Jersey.
That's true.
You can't have nobody else on your platform but New Jersey artists, and you should be only putting on for New Jersey artists. But
business.
No, not even that. You can do that. But to climb the ranks, once we reach a certain plateau, people think you're too small to work with them. Yo, we can interview 90% of New Jersey. That still ain't gonna get Queen Latifah.
Facts.
But you know what's fucked up about that shit? Like, if you stay doing what you're doing, be consistent, growing your community and everything, you will get to that point. And at that point, they're gonna look at you like, oh, now you're an option. So, like, I find that very offensively because to me, it's like about the personal connection you have with that person. You know what I mean? Like, we cool right here, we laughing, we joking it up and shit. You know, we having fun, and that's what it should be about. Like, growing, having fun, and enjoying yourselves. The process, you know.
I agree 100%. Anything else you want to add to that, Ray?
Nah, man. It's just know what you're talking about. Not saying. Just stop. Like, if you misinformed, just say that, and don't make a statement not knowing the whole truth to it. Cause saying it was no podcast, knowing what the podcast, fuck Jersey podcasting, knowing podcast is a thing. Period. Like that being a genre. Saying there's none in New Jersey is blasphemy. I ain't gonna lie. So just know what you're talking about and stop being misinformed. And, you know, maybe you could get them collaborations you want and stuff like that. Even if it's not us. Like, work with who you want to work with. It's a fact.
Hey, yo, and this Ray Spitter and this Dope Boy and this the I Don't Care What You Think podcast. See you motherfuckers when we see you. Bye. Andy.
Yeah.
I sip, I roll my weed up. Niggas trip, but they can't see us. Big plays when I'm on top now. I got this, kick your feet up. Watch how I double up now. It's gonna cost 10 to 6.